Hi guys, this is Heather with Whippoorwill Creations, and I want to show you how to do a couple things. If you have something that you want to make and you don't have the stone, let's say you're following a tutorial and you need a heart cabochon and you don't have one, you don't have to make anything that looks exactly like the video or tutorial that you're following. Use what you have on hand and use your own creativity to make what you want. But when you're doing something like this and you're going to capture a cabochon, which means it's something that is solid, there's no holes drilled, and this one happens to be irregularly shaped. So what you're going to do is you're going to trace around it so you have a framework to follow. This one is a hand-blown glass bead. It's very pretty, but it has a huge hole in it. Can you see? So that might affect the way you wrap it, but you're going to draw a line around it as well. So you got your framework there. This one is some, I think it's called a ghost stone, but don't quote me, I can't remember. So you would pick the side you want, that you think is the prettiest. I'm going to choose this side. It's also a bead, but it probably would only take maybe a 20 gauge wire. Let's try it really quick here. Excuse me. Yes, it'll barely take a 20 gauge wire if there's no bend in the wire. I have a little kink right there. So you could utilize that to your benefit. I think I would go with a 22. It just slides I don't know. I would go with the 22 because it would float more freely, but you might want it to be snug like this. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to draw the line, just so you know just so you can see how it happens. You hold it down, get your pencil or pen, whatever, and you just draw around, holding the cabochon in place or the bead, and that's it. Now, if you were going to work your way around it, let me cut a piece of wire really quick. This is a 20 gauge wire. You would do probably 3 times the length of it. But what I would do is I would probably start in the middle, hold it here, and bend it. I'm just pushing it to get it where I want it to go. And following up to follow those lines until they cross at the center, so on and so forth. So there you've got your framework, and you can play with it and nudge it and do whatever you want. I'm also going to show you how to do a twisted wire. I've got just a short piece here so I can keep it within the video. In fact, I might even cut it off a little bit more, just so my hands will stay in. Does that work? Yeah, that works. So I folded it in half. And I'm going to pinch this down so it's flatter. See that? Doesn't have to be perfect. Get these nice and smooth. You don't want a lot of kinks in this when you're doing this. We're going to twist it. So I need to get some more pliers here. Yeah, let's do. Now my drawer is stuck. Hang on one sec. Sorry, guys. I keep all my pliers in a drawer. Let me see, where's a good pair? I need a better way of organizing these. I would love to have a dowel on the back of my wall here, just above my desk. Here we go. I got some needle nose pliers and some flat nose pliers. If you have 2 pairs of these, that's fine. If you have 2 pairs of these, that's fine. Whatever, you just need something to grip them. Okay? So we're going to twist this by hand. And I know this isn't the most effective way, but this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to put them near the back end of the pliers so I can grip them both. I got a pretty tight grip on it. And now I'm going to hold these. Now, whichever way you twist it, with one hand, twist it the opposite direction with your other hand. So if I were to twist this one up, my right hand up, I'm going to twist this one down. Okay. And now I've let go of this one, and we're going to do it again. And just keep doing that. Oops, sorry. Just keep twisting it. And if you want to get it started with your hand, you can. This is 20 gauge wire, by the way, if I didn't say that already. I'm just going to get that fixed. There we go. All right, let's try this again. I'm twisting. The wires. I'm trying to do it with my hand to make sure that it's woohoo, it's working. Okay, so you see how I've got a twist in that? It's take a long time to do it by hand, but you can do it. I also have a little hand tool. Excuse me. It is a Black & Decker. I'm going to put these wires in here into my chuck, but I'm going to just bend them up, make a V, like that. See that? So that they'll fit in. And I'm going to close the chuck. And I'm going to try to keep those wires in the center of the chuck so that they stay centralized, so it's easier to twist. Tighten it down. Okay, let's see if I can do this in the video. I got here, I'm going to grab this end with my pliers, my flat nose, near the back of the I'm watching this through the camera, so I get all wonky. Holding it here, I'm pulling it out tight as I can with my hand strength, and I'm going to pull the trigger and slowly twist. And I just noticed that one wire is a little longer than the other because I didn't have it folded completely centralized. I'm going to twist it until I get it to the point where I like it. Speed it up a little bit. Okay. This is probably considered a loose coil, or a loose twist. And that's fine. I think I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. So you can see all the way down. We got it. All right, so now I'm going to let this out of my chuck. Oops, there it goes on the floor. Okay, grab it. Now, an idea for this, and let's do the round one first. I'm going to find the center, so I'm going to fold this in half and call this center. Okay? So now I'm going, well, since that's already bent, I'm going to follow around. Oh, let's say right about there. Follow this around and we pull it and get it to right about there. See how I am just on, see if I can zoom in. Can you still see the line? I'm just a hair inside the line, which is what I want. Now I'm going to take my flat nose pliers here, and I'm going to try to match that groove, that line that I created here, so I can create an angle so that it comes straight down. Are you seeing this? Okay, so now I'm going to set this back where it was. Pull this a little bit. Holding it down with my hand. Excuse me. Pulling this, manipulating it so that it's just inside the wire on this side. And we're pretty close here, so get my, sorry my hands are in the way. Get my flat nose pliers right along that line that I drew. Get that right there. And now I'm going to make that angle right that like that. Okay? So now I've got this. Okay. I'm just pushing this just a little bit so it doesn't spring back open. And I gotta cut these off. They're catching on my sweater. Throw those in the garbage. Need to push this just a little hair more. So we've got a, that looks good. Okay. This sits just on top. See, it doesn't wrap around it like that. It sits on top. And now, if you have tape, you could, here, let's do it really quick. I've got some blue painter's tape. Gonna rip it down the middle. Save that second piece for later. I'm gonna try to tape this for you. To hold that steady. And I'll even do the second piece here. Okay. So now one at a time, I'm going to bend this, and I'm pulling my left hand up and pushing with my thumb. Sorry, my manicure's horrible. Working with wire. You're not going to have a good manicure. At least I don't. Now on this one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull up and push. Okay. See that? And now we're going to continue. I think what I'm going to do is use my needle nose, hold that wire, and I'm going to just push down so that it lies flat against the back. And I've got it kind of angled so that it's coming right up to the center of the stone. So now I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Excuse me. Get a hold of that right there. Eek. Come on, you animal. There we go. So now I've got this. Oops, sorry. I was looking at my hand instead of through the camera. So now I've got this. See? Okay. So now at this point you can take the tape off or you can leave it because we haven't affixed anything. This is just loose, but you've got a framework established now. So that's it for this video. And I will see you on the next step. Well, it's kind of like part B of step 1. So there you have it. Cool? Oh, let's do something else really quick. What if you have an irregularly shaped one like that? You would do the same thing. I'll do it with just regular wire instead of twisting it. Start in the center and bend. And you don't have to follow these lines exactly. You just need to get them into shape, like a general. Because once you get this, oops, I went too far. I forgot. Draw my little hash marks. All right. I forgot what I was doing. Sorry. Pull that straight down. And here's a little trick. Let's say you want this to be exactly a 90-degree angle or a 90-degree bend. And you got these nice flat nose pliers. You're going to push. Then you're going to just come in here and you're going to straighten this wire. Okay. Squeeze tight, push again. Squeeze tight. Push here. Squeeze tight. Whoop! A rock just fell off my... There you go. Okay, let's finish this quick. Yeah, I guess I'll do my fingers. Manhandle it. Be strong. This is 18 gauge wire. It would have been easier if I had chose 20. Get that like that. Pull this around. Grab my pliers. Whoop. Come on, you. Switch. There. Now where did I put my stone? So I got it like that. Actually what I would do is I would play with these. Get this to where you want it. Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. I always tend to float off camera. That looks good. Then I would tape this wire to the stone again, manipulate it around, and push it to the back, just like I did with the stone. Just like that. So there you have it. If I were going to do this one, I would probably twist my wire again. I'm cutting another piece of 20 gauge. Off camera. This one has a big hole. So I think what I might do is, instead of wrapping it from the top around to the back and then down below and back up again at the back, I think what I would do here is maybe take 2 wires. Let's just do it really quick. I'll get 2 wires. And at this point, we are not following the tutorial anymore. We are just using our creativity because this is the only bead we have. And we have to do something. We want to use this bead. So I think what I would do is I would, I don't know, let me play here for a second. I'll take you can use around those pliers if you have them. I have these, happen to have these. So I'm going to kind of like trying to get this center. Trying to get this centerized here so that the wires are I got a big loop. And now excuse me. Let's see. We'll put this here through the hole, the second wire. Find the center. Whoop. And I'm pinching it. Just like that. And now I want to make that thinner. So I'm going to take my needle and those pliers and I'm going to pinch it. Stick it back through. It's going to go this way. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? That's not a very pretty loop, is it? That's all right. You'll make yours pretty. And I got that smooshed right in there like that. Do you see where I'm going with this? I'll put these wires, the ones from the fold, in through the bead. And I want the fat part at the bottom. So pushing these through. I got my loop. It's not very pretty. And you could do this with the twisted wire if you wanted to. And I think what I would do is I'm going to pull this kind of tight, but it's a glass bead, so I want to be very careful. I don't want to break it. Oh, that would be depressing. There you go. And I would just kind of fold it over for now. And I've got my wires attached. Voila. Okay, we're going almost on 30 minutes already, so let's end this. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and we will talk about hammering versus not hammering and cost. Maybe cost prohibitive. So, there you have it. See you soon.